Okay guys, so welcome back to another video. Today we're diving right back into Saratoga for the Wednesday card, the start of the second week of their meeting. As you've been following me, the numbers are getting better at Saratoga after the opening weekend. So hopefully we carry that momentum into this week and we have some good luck with our plays this week. But um, we actually today we contemplated on actually handicapping this card because we um we checked the weather, and the weather, it had looked like it was going to get washed out today. We thought we was going to get races taken off of the turf. We thought we was going to get a sloppy track as we did on Sunday. Reason why we didn't play Sunday at Saratoga, but checked this morning. It looked like it was going to be clear up until midday. So hopefully, going into handicapping this race or this card, I was thinking maybe we at least get an early pick four with no weather interruptions. Like I say, we just gotta hope for that. Um, Probably won't play a late pick four because of the weather situation. I just didn't want to, bother too much about it. So either way, I handicap 3 through 6. I'll probably play it regardless of the weather, just because I handicapped it. Unless it's completely washed out, sloppy, and off the turf. But if we get a good turf and possibly a good main track, we'll probably still look to play it. So I'll make it real short today. Just go through each race, let you know exactly how it's going to play out, how I envision it playing out, and give you my pick for it towards the end. So we're starting out with race 3. Today, this is where the early pick 4 is going to start. Race 3, not race 2. If we look into it, we have a mile and 16 on the turf for 3-year-olds and upward, made in 75 claimer. And strictly going into this race, all I saw was a lack of speed. It's very void of speed. We have a bunch of horses that routed for the first time out. Sports blankers. There's a number of horses that are class dropping in this field, so we do want to take note of that. But let's check out the horses as we get into it. So we have a couple entry, Chad Brown coupled entry in here that we think is going to run tough. Is going to get a lot of play in here. I mean, you have Chad Brown drawing 2 horses in, and you get two for the price of 1. So even money on the morning line. Chad Brown extended layoff, bringing both off an extended layoff. I believe these two are going to run tactical in here, not necessarily be on the lead, but going to be close up on the pace, and that's just going to be very important in this race today. We wanted to get horses that we thought was going to have the most speed and possibly just like tactically close. So we included the couple entry on the ticket. We're hoping for both of them to get a similar trip, be jockeying for position possibly in the second flight, and just have enough class to close late. We didn't include the 2. We just thought it's going to be too far out of it. He is making that drop down in class, but in his 3-year-old campaign, he's 0 for 5 and hasn't placed on the board. We left him off the ticket. The 3 horse is a 3-year-old that's coming in off an extended layoff from his 2-year-old start, where he didn't show any type of running style that day. Basically ran dead last. We didn't give him a shot today to run with these runners. 4 horse is a first time starter. First time out for a mile and 16. Probably isn't going to show much speed. Does draw Luis Saez first time out. That is a plus, but we left him off the ticket today. The 5 horse was a horse that we included and actually is going to just make our top pick at 8-1 today. Hopefully, this horse is able to make the step up in class. He's making a step up in class for new connections and also routing for the first time. So there's a couple of question marks with the 5, but like I said, with that lack of speed, he does draw Joel Rosario, does not support blankets. He has that natural going speed. I believe he's going to be on the front end, and even though usually I really won't bet these type of runners, trying a bunch of new things, first time, new connections and routing for the first time out. It's going to be tough for the 5 to, possibly hang on. But with Joe Rosario aboard, we know he's one of the top closers, finishers in this sport. So definitely include the 5 on your tickets because of that speed factor. The 6 horse we thought threw a look because of the speed factor as well. But for the simple fact, we don't like really betting horses second time out dropping. He's doing a lot of things first time turf, first time routing, dropping after career debut. Didn't really show too much. Um, yeah, we left him off the ticket today. The 7 horse just doesn't show any type of form. He hasn't ran any good race since his 2-year-old campaign in the slop. So not too much to say about the 7. The 9 horse we had to leave off the ticket, along with the 2 horse are coming out of similar races. The 9 horse draws a bad post position. He is the fastest 3-year-old. He was a bet against. He should run tough, but we're just gambling that the 1 and the 1A are going to be more tactically close than the 9. Um, Doing that similar drop from maiden special weight to maiden claiming. So for today at 3-1, we left him off the ticket and we went 1 and 5. We only went 2 horses deep to get us out of the first leg of the pick 4. Going into the second leg, we get a stakes race, a short field, state bred, $100,000 stakes race. Simply in this race, we wanted to get out. We did go 3 deep in a short field. I do not like doing this usually, but we did have 3 strong contenders in this field that we took. We left the 1 horse off the ticket. Simple fact, Mike Maker draws 2 in here. Irad Ortiz Jr. rode this one last time out. He picks the other Mike Maker runner that he won with last time out and beat another horse in this field. So we included the 2 over the 1, and we did not include the 1 because we like 2 other horses in here that we thought were going to run huge. But we had to include one of the Mike Maker runners, and we chose to do the 2 because Irad Ortiz, I believe had his pick in this race, and he picked the 2 horse. The 3 horse we included, we thought could show possibly the most speed. Did lose to the 2 horse in his debut, but ran a better number next time out in his second career start. Winning that race by 7 3/4 lengths. Should show a lot of speed today. 5 horse, the 4 horse we left off the ticket has not won. Don't like betting horses that haven't broke their maiden in a stakes race. He just hasn't won, so we left him off the ticket. The 5 horse, we're going to make our top pick, a second time starter that experienced trouble in his debut. Luis Saez jumps back aboard, should show a lot of speed, winning first time out by 8 1/4 lengths. So we went 2, 3, 5 in here, expecting speed from the 3 and the 5. Hopefully the 2 horse lays a little close. 1 horse may show speed. It's going to be a jockey's race in here. And we went 2, 3, and 5 to get us out of the second leg. The 5th race and 3rd leg of the pick 4. This was an awful field. 7 furlongs on the dirt. Maiden claiming state bred, New York breds. This race just was lacking class, speed, form, and a lot of things. We did go 3 deep in this race. We left the 1 horse off the ticket. Simple fact, it's an awful trainer that hasn't won in quite some time. Not showing any form. It's coming back in distance. He shouldn't show speed. Bad trainer. No type of form. We left him off the ticket. 2 horse. Sports the same profile. Scratched out of a previously scratched out of a softer spot at Saratoga. He isn't running too well for the main 40. He does get a fast main track first time out today, but no form. We left him off the ticket. 3 horse, same thing, no type of form. He doesn't support the class, doesn't support the number in here. In an awful field. Can't take the 3 horse at 6-1. The 4 horse we did draw a look. This is a first time starter, but he's debuting for the tag on a weekday for a tricky distance at 7 furlongs. I just think he's up against it. Isn't supporting great workouts going into this race at 8-1, even though he's a first time starter in an awful field. The lone first time starter in an awful field. He draws a look, but he was a bet against today. The 5 horse is the first horse we're going to see that draws a little bit of form coming in today. He is going to be coming from out of it. Does draw Luis Saez. He may have a little bit too much to do late, but he does draw that form in. And in this type of race, that's a plus. So we included him on a ticket at 4-1. Hopefully he doesn't drift below that number with Luis Saez. He possibly will. But we have to include him on a ticket today. The 6 horse, we included as our long shot. He should show Hopefully a lot of speed today, as he did last time out at this condition, at this level, and was a second place runner last time out. So does get that weight break with the apprentice jockey at 10 pounds. So maybe we're just betting at 21 morning line. We don't know what type of price we'll get on him at post time, but hopefully he sticks around at 21 and shows that speed he did last time out, and that could be big today. The 7 horse is your 3 to 5 morning line favorite. Odds on. He's gonna be tough. He's gonna be tactical. Has a second at this condition, at this level. Draws out Red Ortiz Jr. Dropping from main special weight. He has all the makings of an odds on 3 to 5 favorite. He's going to be tough, but at 3 to 5, obviously we can't just single him or just take him. We want to try to beat the 3 to 5 favorite, but he's going to run huge with our Red Ortiz Jr. board. So the 8 horse we didn't include. Bad form, bad trainer, beating double-digit links in all of his career starts on a fast main track. He was a bet against today. So we went 5, 6, and 7. Obviously, making the 7 horse our top pick. We're gonna make the 6 horse. Hopefully, our second pick. Hopefully, the 6 shows the most speed out of this field, and he leads them. And we can see how long this apprentice jockey could take him along. But he's gonna have the 7 right next to him the whole way probably. So it's gonna be tough to beat the 7 today. The 5 horse, maybe with a better trip with Luis Saez today. Maybe the 5 horse draws a look. So we went 3 deep in here. 5, 6, and 7. We drew the look to the first time starter in the 4. Give a look to him. But today we did bet the horses that showed the form and who we believe that could win today. And as my computer starts to go slow as I'm trying to wrap up the video, we're able to go now to the last leg, the 6th race, the 4th and last leg of the pick 4. We did go 4 deep in here. This was a main special weight race that drew a couple strong contenders, second time out in here. And we also wanted to include a first time starter. There is some speed signed on. So it's a tough main special weight group. We're going to first off go with this 1 horse who we included on the ticket, G Money Live. Luis Saez hopping aboard on a 2-year-old, good trainer with the numbers. We like this angle. Has a good 5 furlong workout coming in today. Solid workouts prior to that. He was a use on the ticket. The 2 was a bet against Pennsylvania bred. We wasn't going to bet him first time out with those mediocre workouts in the morning. So probably not going to. We're not betting him second time out. Didn't really show too much speed in his debut. Could be closing late. Did face another runner here that we did use, but for today at 5 to 1, we're looking for a little bit of a better price. We didn't use him today. The 3 horse is a bad trainer for 2-year-olds. I don't believe has a winner for a 2-year-old. That's enough said. Not going to show much speed. Didn't use him. 4 horse, same profile trainer that hasn't won with a 2-year-old. Dead last in his debut, hasn't shown anything. 5 horse, same profile trainer, hasn't won with a 2-year-old. We left him off the ticket. No workouts. The sport's a good run today. 6 horse was our top choice in here that we included. Should be closing with an added distance with Tyler Gaffion, Brad Cox training, good connections. Got to play him second time out. 7 horse, same profile as those other runners. Trainer hasn't run with a 2-year-old. Doesn't show like he's going to have much speed today. 8 horse was a bet against. Left him off the ticket. He possibly could run strong. Rudy Rodriguez, Joe Rosario first aboard. We just didn't think his numbers were solid in the morning. Did have a slow workout. It's a sneaky horse at 8 to 1. I almost wanted to include him on the ticket, but we didn't today. We just think he's possibly lacking fitness, not supporting any 5 furlong, where it's just a 5.5 furlong. Maybe if he was going 4.5 or 5 today, he was a play, but not today at 8 to 1. Had to leave him off the ticket. We included these last 2 runners, the 9 and the 10, who should show the most speed in this field. The 10 horse who just got beaten to the 6 horse last time out, did experience a little trouble, should show more speed. The 9 horse who had trouble should show more speed. Would have bet both of those horses possibly in their debuts. The the 10 horse sports a bullet workout coming out of that race. So we included both of them on the ticket. We're making the 10 horse actually our top pick, the 6 horse our second pick, the 9 horse our third pick, and the 1 horse our fourth and final pick. We're looking for the 9 and the 10 to show the most speed. We may get speed out of the first time starters from the 1 and the 8. If that happens, the 6 horse is going to get a great trip right behind those runners to run late, added distance, going first 5.5 furlongs today. Was closing at 5. The 6 horse should run a strong race. So just to recap our pick 4 ticket, once again, it starts in the third leg today. Hopefully we get these track conditions how we want. In the first leg, we went 2 deep, essentially getting 3 horses because of the couple entry. We went 1-5. We thought this race was paceless. We thought the 5 was going to show the most speed, and the 1 was going to run the 1 and the 1A was going to run tactically to close on this field. 1-5 to start the pick 4. Second leg, we went 3 deep. We wanted to ensure we get out of the stakes race. We went 2, 3, and 5 in here, making the 5 our top pick. The 5 and the 3 should show the most speed in this field. The 2 horse has done no wrong. Does draw Rad Ortiz Jr. Should be closing late. We went 2, 3, 5 to get us out of the second leg. This 5th race, this awful maiden state bred $40,000, 7 furlongs on the dirt. We went 3 deep in this field. We went 5, 6, and 7. We're hoping for speed out of the 6, 7 to lay tactically close along with the 5, and hopefully these 3 horses are just in front of the other runners in here that haven't shown any type of the 5 is the only horse that's shown closing ability along with the 7. So hopefully the 5, 6, and 7 get us out of that third leg of the pick 4 once again. 5, 6, and 7 looking for the 6 and the 7 to show that most speed. In the last leg, we went 4 deep. We went 1, 6, 8, 9, and 10, looking for speed out of the 1, 9, and 10. The 6 to lay close and possibly close up on them. We're making the 10 horse our top pick, the 9 horse, the 6 horse our second pick, the 9 horse our third pick, making the 1 horse our fourth and last pick to close out the pick 4, guys. And like I said, hopefully we get good track conditions. We get fast and firm. Hopefully the weather holds up. If the weather holds up, we will be doing a late pick 4, but looks like we will be getting some rain going into the card, the middle of the card. So we're just gonna play it by ear. But the rest of this weekend we have good weather conditions. That's what it looks like. So we shouldn't have any trouble after today. So stick around. Our numbers are improving at Saratoga. I hope you guys like this pick 4 ticket that I put together, and I'm gonna try to get this up to you guys. And like I said, take note of those track conditions before you make your final bets. That's extremely important, because if you get washed out, then this ticket is not going to be accurate as much. So good luck to those tickets and with your tickets, and I'll see you in the next video for sure.